Greetings, meatbags. He's back. Not to mark another new chapter in the never-ending story of failure that is his life. Oh no. According to him, Kera done run off with a tweaker, y'all. Yee-haw. Swing your partner do-si-do. Run off, Kera, go thee go.
Yee-haw! Swing your partner do-si-do. Run off, Kera, go thee go. Hey, I don't do angry or happy, so what did you expect?
Yee-haw! Swing your partner do-si-do. Speed on Kera, go thee go. He certainly didn't expect me to pull that off.
Yee-haw! Swing your partner, do-si-do. Speed on Kera, go thee go.
Observation. We kinda suck at excited hillbilly.
Wait, I'm being told that the bit is getting slow and we need to move on. Hold on for a second, though.
I blame the meatbag. Not just because it feels good, but because, it was his call. Anyway, as mentioned, Raxxo indeed thinks his fiancée has run off with a supposed meth head. He's got no choice but to hand over their son to his biological father, who is also supposedly a known practitioner of Delta Victor. We join his bullshit, already slightly in progress. Oh! And for the love of your gag reflex, try not to look directly at his facial hair until he wipes it.
You do accept responsibility for this, right? Uh-huh. Good point. Who else is there to blame? The initial silence. A Cyraxx signature.
To Tia and Ryan. And to Kira's mom. Bessie.
This isn't a letter,
First off, I want to apologize for what I said to you guys.
Well, that's rare. A half-assed apology. Side note, the food on that plate looks used.
And honestly, Tia, Kira's out of control.
She is insane in the membrane. Okay, you know what? Screw this. If you all really want to make yourselves sick, check out the original on WordBoi's channel. We're just gonna cover up his whole fucking head because he moves around so much. However, how long do you think it's gonna take for him to notice he has disgusting leftovers from that plate on his face? 5 minutes? B. 15 minutes? C. 37 minutes? D. 1 hour? Don't worry, we'll drop it when he looks down. So you can get a good skull terrain scan or two.
It looks like you were right. Kira is out of control. And quite frankly, Tia, I truly believe that at this point that Callum belongs with either his biological father, Noah, or Kira's aunt.
And we all know what a good thinker Raxxo is.
Because, Kira, you are out of control. You are out of fucking control. I tried to tell you a couple days ago that I didn't trust that Dominic guy.
Gonna be hearing that Dominic guy a lot.
That randomly showed up. Said that he knew me and knew you. And then all of a sudden yesterday, you take off with him from the store. Proceed to make me worry all day long and all night. To where me, CIA, Matthew, and all of our friends, all the people that care about you, we're fucking looking for you. Scared. Out of our fucking minds. Worried about you.
We're still here, by the way.
But you didn't care, did you?
This was just too good to comment over. The attempted guilt trip is perfect as it is.
I called you frantically. Worried about you, Kira. All day long. I called you, worried sick about you. Wondering if you were okay. Because I told you not to trust that Dominic guy. But yet, you didn't listen. And Kera, I hate to say this and I hate to do this. Because you know damn well as I do, I love Calvin like my own son and I always will. But Kera, you have 24 hours to reach out to me on Discord and or the app Just Talk and talk to me and explain to me why you blocked me. Why you walked away.
Well, gee, Raxxo, the incessant calling seems like a pretty good reason to block you. Or...
why you fucking turned my heart and soul.
What if she was kidnapped?
As black as night.
Turned? Weren't they always that lack of color?
Because Kera, right now, at this point, if you do not reach out to me in the next 24 hours...
what if she can't, dum-dum?
I will get a hold of Noah, and I will reach out to your aunt, and I will have CPS called on you.
Why call Noah?
And I will have Callum taken away from you.
And
put in either Noah's care or your aunt's care.
the aunt.
Because right now you're showing that you would rather choose a shitty fucking drug addict
Over a sicko.
over a decent relationship with somebody that actually gave a fuck about you.
No brainer.
Yes, it's true. I may not have money.
No, May, about it.
It's true I may not have a job.
Ditto.
That may be true, but you know what? I was still there for you.
That was the problem.
Who was there for you when Noah beat you? Me.
You were her plaything.
Who was there watching Callum for you when Noah put hands on you? Me.
Now you're her pain in the ass.
Who is the first fucking person
Boring pain in the ass.
to tell you that you were okay when you had your anxiety attack a couple weeks ago? Oh gee, that's right. It was me.
Stupid pain in the ass.
Nobody else. It was me.
She knew what she was doing. Whereas you have disgusting shit on your face.
Who is the person that tried to talk his mom into letting you move in so you had a safe place to stay? Oh, that's right. Me again.
Connie wouldn't budge, eh?
See, that's your problem, Kera. You never listen to anyone. Ever.
So don't start with Raxxo.
You only listen to yourself.
Whoa, potato projection moment there.
You think you're right about everything, but you're not right about everything. And you sure as fuck ain't right about Dominic.
You sure you're right about Kera? Like the way you told it, she could be in trouble.
She's probably not even at a shelter.
Right. Environment sounded more like a shed.
Like I said, Kera, I don't want to go down that route.
Just give me what I want.
I don't want to have Callum taken away from you, but right now, you're showing
Nobody
that you would rather
gets hurt.
choose a drug addict over a relationship with somebody that actually cares about you, who actually loves you, who's actually there for you.
There, on Discord.
Somebody who would sacrifice everything for you.
Wow, my hero.
Seriously, get a load of this shit. Dude thinks he's been there for her.
Somebody who would throw away everything. Somebody who would walk away from career life-changing decisions.
Everything in that squalid room.
Somebody who would drop their career at a drop of a hat for you.
Error. No career to drop.
Somebody who would walk through a shitstorm and hell for you.
Shitstorm? You mean like last week?
Somebody who would walk 13 days from here to there just to make sure that you're okay.
Oh, if only he actually would give that a try. One can dream.
Somebody who wanted to see you do better.
Somebody who won't shut the fuck up.
Somebody who wanted to see you succeed in life.
Somebody who randomly stops talking. For extended periods?
Somebody with a black box over their face because they eat like a feral man-child.
Somebody who wanted to marry you and spend the rest of their life with you. Somebody who wanted to try to better you. Somebody who cared enough to stay around when no one else did. Someone who actually gave a shit about you.
Somebody who wanted you to take care of them for the rest of their life, like Sally does.
Somebody who was actually proud to be a dad to Callum, your blood son.
Proud?
Somebody who saw your own son as my son.
Is that a euphemism for boner?
Somebody who saw you not just as my best friend, not just as my girlfriend, not just as my fiance, but somebody that saw you as my fucking wife.
Ah, yes, and you'd be the stay-at-home, no good husband she takes care of.
And yet you walked away from that all. Why?
Why does anyone walk away from a pile of dog shit?
Because some random fucking dude that doesn't even fucking know you, that you don't even fucking know.
She didn't know you guys.
Really?
Really, this was as predictable as a tornado in Kansas. Sooner or later, it was going to happen.
You're really gonna throw everything we had away?
Yep.
13 years down the drain, right?
Time passes quick
13 fucking years
for a goblin.
down the drain.
How many Heathers, Taylors, and others?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, as a matter of fact, she seems to have been doing just that. And you got boring.
We can see why.
Oh, and if you don't believe me about having contact with Noah,
Look, I called him a couple of times and sent a couple messages. No answer. Also, his head looks like Io again.
if you don't believe me about having contact with Noah,
But if you like pina coladas
let's just say that I have his number right here.
and have a third of a brain, something, what was I doing?
You know, at first I defended you against Noah and what he did.
Dude couldn't defend himself against the breeze.
And am I okay with what he did? No. I will never be okay with him putting his hands on you. But what you're doing is far worse. You're robbing Callum of a future.
So I'ma send him to the abusive husband you told me all about unless you unblock me. Yo?
And his brain needs to cool down a bit.
I have Noah's number right here, Kera. Right there, I have Noah's number. So like I said, Kera, you have 24 hours to call me, talk to me, and explain to me why you did what you did. Or my next call is going to be to Noah. And I will tell him exactly where you are. And he will have CPS take Callum away from you and into his care. You have 24 hours, Kera Rose Grieve. I suggest you reach out to me and explain yourself, because you owe me some fucking answers. Hell, you don't just owe me answers.
You owe me answers.
You don't just owe me answers.
You owe me answers.
You owe Matt answers. You owe Mom answers.
You owe me answers. You owe me answers.
You owe Ethan answers. You owe CIA answers. But most importantly, you owe me answers.
See?
We love Scorned Raxx. We really, really do. Nobody is expecting answers from this bitch. Seriously, it's pretty damn obvious she's had her fill of this irritating and disgusting for more reasons than one human, like Parasite.
And believe me, Kera, I didn't want to make this ultimatum, but you gave me no choice. You gave me no choice but to make this ultimatum.
Well, let's face it, empty threats and ultimatums are your usual MO.
Because ever since you started hanging around that Dominic dude, you've been acting real fucking distant.
Should have been a detective.
And not the real you. You've been acting like somebody that I don't even fucking recognize.
Observation. Didn't you say he showed up the other day? Oh, wait. Of course you think it's been a while. Goblin timey-wimey.
Because right now, Kera, by you hanging around Dominic, you're putting Callum in direct danger.
Better than in harm's way, though, right?
You might not think you are, but the reality is, Kera, by you being around Dominic, you're putting him in danger. You're putting Callum in danger.
Observation. He's still gross, but back within tolerable levels. What he had on his face was, well, ever thrown up bile before? As a robot, I am unable, but the meat bag tells me it's both gross and smelly. That's kind of what it looked like before.
And I'm not okay with that. I will never be okay with a child being put in danger like that, ever.
Hey, meaty me! Any child is in danger with you in their life. Listen to you falling hook, line, and sinker for obvious trolling, and your solution is to try to get the kid back to the abusive, as far as you know, husband and father.
Like I said, Kera, ever since you got to hanging out with that Dominic guy,
Hello, dum-dum. Also, he's not your kid.
ever since you started hanging out with that Dominic guy, you've not been acting like yourself.
Sick bastard.
Ever since yesterday.
Like I said, Kera, you had several people here that actually loved and cared about you. My own mom saw you as a daughter, man.
Cut to Sally farting.
My own mom saw you as her daughter.
Connie's busy at the moment.
But by you doing this, you're just slapping her in the face.
And actually, the woman you're talking about couldn't give less of a shit. Though, on the other hand, she did occupy your time. Sally and or Ed may need her back.
Now, don't get me wrong, Kera. I do love you, and I always will.
Kera just seems to love not dealing with you.
That'll never change. But let me tell you right now, I care more about Callum than anything.
We know, sick son of a bitch.
Because like I told you, Kera, I may not be his biological father. That may be true. But I will always see Callum as my blood son. I will always see him as my son.
Checked in on the boys down under lately, Raxxo?
And I would rather Callum be with somebody else while you're off doing your own fucking shit. That way he's not in danger.
Yeah, Taylor's boys, the ones you swore to love and protect forever no matter what. How they doing?
How's your brain doing?
What I want to know is why'd you do it?
Sooner. Why didn't you do it sooner is the question.
Why'd you throw everything away? You knew I was working my ass off. You knew I was doing everything I needed to do to be able to get up there to you and to move in with you.
No job.
You knew that.
No money. He had it done.
You knew I was working my ass off, busting my ass, day in and day out, day in and day out.
Doing nothing's hard.
Trying to do whatever I could
Nothing isn't much.
to be able to get up there.
Talking about it isn't actually doing it, meaty me.
But Kera, in a matter of fucking minutes, yesterday, you threw all that away.
Or were kidnapped by a stranger. Either way, you blew it, babe. You walked or were taken away from the half of a man who needed you most. Bitch.
You threw everything away.
All those fabulous prizes
You threw away your son.
would have been yours.
Threw away a perfectly good relationship with somebody that cared about you.
And don't forget,
And threw away a future.
a collectible empty bag of Doritos.
Right now, you're throwing away your future, Kera.
You had it all. It was yours. The world was not, but Raxxo was.
Honestly, James, I'm thinking about calling Callum's biological father, Noah, who I have direct contact with, and telling him what's going on.
We're sure he's gonna love hearing from you.
Just like everyone else.
Because right now, my family unfortunately doesn't have the room to be able to have Callum here.
Sure.
As much as I would have loved that, as much as I would have loved to adopt Callum and have him as my own, as much as I would have loved that.
I can't even take care of me, plus the PDF thing.
Unfortunately, we don't have the room here. So I'm going to have to call his biological father if she does not answer me within the next 24 hours.
And this is about where we came in. Look for the next loop tomorrow or the day after. We just want to say, damn, it's fun when one of these quote-unquote fiancé finally gets bored. Good times, my friends, good times. Thank you for watching, and have a fantastic several days or more.